Hello, hello, hello. What up, guys and gals? Let's do today's review. Let me know if you guys could hear me. Just post up in that little chat box right over there or over there. I don't know where it's at for you. Interesting day, huh? Pretty slow, boring, put you to sleep day, wasn't it? I'm gonna wait for some more people to get in here. Hola, what up, Joanna? How you doing? Hola, hola, hola. We got 11 people in here. All right. Well, today, straight out of the pre-market prep that I write up, overnight inventory was long, and we were looking to open inside yesterday's range and value. But basically, right at the open, we were looking for a little correction of the overnight inventory, since yesterday or last night we saw a bounce all the way back up from yesterday's little flush, took it all back, and overnight inventory was actually long today coming into the open. So we were looking for a little sell off, a little bit of selling right at the open. Didn't get it, and the market just continued higher pretty much, but we didn't really get any continuation to the upside. So the first trade I took was long in the morning, and then I came back later in the day and took another long. But yeah, pretty much all day we broke above that overnight high, and then we really didn't test it. We tested it G and H period. I'm looking at the screenshot I posted in the chat room. But yeah, pretty much we built value overlapping with the last couple days. So it's hard to bring the market up too much when we have such a fat gap below us. Remember that gap we were looking at, Monday's gap from Friday to Monday? We had like a 70-point gap. So it's we're not getting any continuation higher because we do have such a fat gap below us. So yeah, pretty much today, what we're going to look for tonight. I mean, there was a good trade at the end of the day too. So once we were slowly creeping higher all day, right? A period, B period, C period, D period, slowly crept higher all day long. And we kind of stopped right at the overnight high from Tuesday, which is like 29.76 and a quarter. So that's exactly where today's high was. So that high is pretty weak. There's some people selling right at that exact level. That tells me that, it's weak hands selling there at the exact reference point like that. So yeah, we got that level to watch, that weak high. But really, we stayed above yesterday's value all day long. Yesterday's value was 29.55. We came down to test that, and that's where I took that last long in this afternoon. Around 2:15, we came down to test value area high from yesterday, 29.55. Once we bounced back above, I was looking for longs, and then we really confirmed there at like 2:30 almost. Right at 2:30 is where I took the long for that nice stop run back up to today's high, but we didn't get that high. I actually cut it off at 29.70. But yeah, that was the last trade of the day. It was setting up nice. Sellers really didn't have any juice. The breadth was still positive, and it was slowly creeping up right at 2:30. It went from like 2-1 to 4-1. So when that happens, that's like a indicator telling me, all right, they're getting ready to run these stops, because we saw like the sellers exactly where they had their stops on the profile. It was just so technical, and they weren't getting any continuation lower. They couldn't break it in. They couldn't hold it into yesterday's range even. So that was another confirmation that it was getting ready to do a little end of the day stop run and take out those sellers. And that's exactly the trade that I took at the end of the day. We didn't quite get up to 76, the highs of the day, but we'll probably going to shake those people out tonight during Globex. So what I'm going to look for tonight is exactly what I posted in the chat room, that screenshot. So we'll look to see if we could hold above value first. 2970 is today's value area high. If we hold above there, we should go up to 2976 and take out those stops, those last stops from today and Tuesday's overnight session. Same level, 2976.25. And then above there, I have a target 2990. If we want to hit that tonight, we'll see. But that's literally the next level I have above. 2990 is the next balance area above today's high, 2976. So yeah, we'll look for that to happen. And yeah, once we get above 2990s, there's not much trading that took place between 3100 and 3000. So we might just rip all the way up to 3160, I think the level was off the top of my head. But wow, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. Above value 2970, we'll look to trade it up to 2976. Once we hang above 2976, the next target's 2990. So we'll see if we can hang above today's range. We'll look for longs. If not, if we come and we start trading a little higher above 2976, but we come right back in and start trading back inside today's range, then tonight we might be able to sell a little bit tonight, from 2976 down to 2970. If we start trading 2970 back down to value area low 2958. So yeah, again, I'm just looking at today's profile and the levels that I marked up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions, let me know. But that's pretty much all that happened today. Last 3 days have built balance up at these levels. So we are really accepting above that 2930s. We traded 3 days in a row above there, and held above. So price is being accepted up here at this level, 2930s or above 2930s. Prices are being accepted up here, and they're being confirmed by volume. Shit ton of volume today at every level. It's just crazy. I know it's crazy, but what are we going to do about it? Where do you use market profile for ES? I use Sierra charts. Sierra charts. There you go. That last long, the confirmation was, well, sellers weren't able to bring it back into value. They brought it back into yesterday's range, but we saw that it quickly popped up. We had responsive buying at yesterday's high. So once we got back above yesterday's range, then I took the long. That was the confirmation. I trade off a structure. Once I see that, it's like, that's the confirmation. The structure is the confirmation for me. Thank you, Joanna. Monkey bars on Thinkorswim. Yeah, they work, but it's not as customizable and clean as Sierra charts. Can you go over the secondary chart? Yeah, that secondary chart that I posted in the chat room is 1,000 volume bar chart. So instead of the 5-minute candlesticks, every 1,000 contracts that get traded, a new bar is formed. So, and then also on there is a DVA. So like we have the value areas on the market profile, DVA is the developing value area, pretty much like a deviation kind of thing, and a VWAP, but that's it. And then, yeah, cumulative delta is at the bottom, but I don't really pay too much attention to that. But yeah, it's 1,000 volume bar chart with a it's on Sierra charts. It's called ECI VWAP. Got you. You get market profile on Sierra charts. Sierra charts. It's like $40 a month or $30 a month. Hey, what's up? Canary Island, what's up? But yeah, any more questions? If not, I'll hop out of here. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But yeah, it was a good day. I also traded Tesla today. Tesla, I took 100 shares. That was a small position. I had a level 814 earlier this morning. We tested 814, couldn't break it. And yeah, I'm using profiles for stocks too. Stocks, forex, everything. I'm using profiles to trade. Actually caught a trade on GBP JPY today too. But yeah, all using the profile. And what was I saying? Yeah, Tesla couldn't break 814, so it took 100 shares around like 817. It bounced pretty quick, so I was kind of chasing it. So I took a little small size 100 shares, which for other people might not be small. So took a trade on Tesla from like 816, 817 to 819 or 820, and then got out. Quick little day trade. When did you start trading? When I was in high school, I bought my first stock. It was actually Tesla. It was $90. $90. Junior in high school, so I was what, like 15, 16, something like that. So I've been trading for a while, or I have a lot of experience. I wasn't really making money in junior year. I was kind of just learning, grasping everything for like 3 years. And then I started making money after that. Once I got into college, I started making money, and then I didn't graduate college. Tesla 814 value area low. No, it was the excess from another day, and today it had a little B shaped profile. So it was like the bottom of the profile was 814, and that was that. Once we see those B profiles, it shows us that all the sellers are getting absorbed at the lows. So that just means big money is still keeping it up, buying it at the lows, or there's no supply. So people don't want to sell it at 814. I could teach you the market profiles if you want, but there's many books out there about market profile. Jim Dalton's got some good stuff. He's like the market profile godfather, but he won't really tell you where to get into the trade. I like telling you exactly where to get into the trade based on structure. So shoot me a DM if you want to learn market profile, Leandro. On my Instagram, you can hit me up, Blame Forex. I'm sure you follow it already. I've read a lot of books about trading, but I think the best experience you're going to get is actually putting money into the market and trading. The best way to learn is chart time. I don't think books are good for like the psychology and all that, but they're not going to teach you a strategy. You got to learn that on your own, or learn somebody else's strategy and then test it with real money. That's what's going to teach you how to trade. Yeah, the market profile course is good, man. You got to get it. I highly recommend it. I'm not just saying that, but market profile changed trading for me, and I'm sure it could do the same for you. Yeah, no rain today. It's beautiful. I went for a run before. It was nice. Yeah, market profile has changed my life. I could say the same, to be honest. Being very honest with you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, 3 days into using a profile, you just see much more when you're using a profile rather than candlesticks alone. Yeah, there's a lot of smart people out there that can trade just with candlesticks. Majority of the people do. But when you look deeper into those candlesticks, which is what the market profile does, then you know there's a lot more out there that you could be using and seeing the structure is a lot uh more accurate, I want to say, or detailed. Yeah, accurate and detailed, much more accurate and detailed than just candlesticks alone. I still have a candlestick chart up, but I'm more focused on the profile. It takes some time to get used to. Do you make gains every trading day? If you were to average gain loss over a year, how much percent were you able to make a year? That's a good question. But no, you won't make money every single day. I've been making money almost every day. Really, I haven't. Um, I mean, yeah, it's crazy to say, but like red days, I'll only have a small red day here and there, but I like keeping it consistent because I don't really focus on the P&L every single day. I just focus on making the trades that I got to take, being patient, taking them, and that's it, calling it a day. Um, but no, you don't make gains every single day. Some days I don't make any trades. Some days I lose money. Some days I make money. Um, but yeah, I pretty much double my account like every couple months or less, to be honest with you. And that's, yeah, 100%, you could say. Um, but yeah, that's futures, stocks, options. Do you ever think about owning a hedge fund? Yes, every day. Every single day I wake up and am closer to starting my hedge fund. Yes, you can use market profile to trade MES, the micros. Some days I'll trade a micro when I'm not feeling it, when I'm not too I'm not in the groove yet. I'll take a micro, or late in the day when I see a trade and I don't want to give back a lot of my profits, I'll take a micro. But yeah, every time I double my account, I withdraw it and then restart. I'm getting close to that point again. How do you stay patient? By just knowing your trade setup and waiting for it to show up. Because, yeah, that's how you stay patient. You got to know where you're going to get into the trade, and that's it. That's all it comes down to. If you can't stay patient, you're going to chase trades and potentially lose money. So think of it that way. If you don't be patient, you're going to lose money. Just link those two together, and you won't do it. So when you're not patient, you lose money. Just keep saying that to yourself, and that'll hopefully tell you to be patient. Market profile costs per month. Sierra charges like $28 a month, but you got to buy the platform too. Yeah, Harry, that's how you stay patient. Know your trade setup and just link the badness with with not being patient. Get it? I forget what the actual word I'm trying to use is. It was from a Tony Robbins book, actually. He said like link pain with oh yeah, link pain with your bad habits. So if you have a bad habit like chasing trades or not being patient to wait for your trade, then link pain with the bad habit. So link losing money to chasing trades and not being patient. That's what you got to do. that'll keep you from doing it again, because you know how bad it was when you lost money on that trade, right? Because you chased, because you weren't patient. And if you were patient, you wouldn't be in the red, and you would have actually been able to take that trade. So link that pain, that losing money, to the bad habit, chasing trades and not being patient. There you go. What's better to trade? Poor lie. I get more excited when there's a poor high. Excess just means that the auction is done. So if you look at yesterday's profile and the day before, there's excess at the highs. That means the trade was done to the highs, to the upside. So excess just means the auction is done for now, in whatever excess, whatever side of the profile the excess is on. Like today, this morning, A period, we dropped lower. We put a bunch of excess in at the lows, and then B period opened up, and that excess never got tested. That means the auction lower was done. So I like, they both get me excited. I mean, that's just part of the game. But like seeing the poor highs and poor lows as they're when we're close to them and prices, still moving in its trend, then you're probably going to get a continuation. So I'd say the poor highs and poor lows. What markets are included with the market profile prep? Just S&P 500. I'm probably going to end up putting in the forex game plans with that. So yeah, that too. S&P 500, yeah, for now. Because that's really all I'm focused on throughout the day. To use fundamentals, how much? I mean, it's good to know what's going on, but like I don't turn on the news. I don't watch the news. Twitter tells me what's going on, but I don't really pay attention to it. Because that just gets you too biased. You see a bad news, you're like, oh, short, 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 short. And then most likely what happens is the market goes up. I don't like the term scalping. I like using the word flip better. But yeah, I flip contracts all day long. Not all day long, but like in the morning, I'll be trading, flipping contracts, day trading. But yeah, scalping is kind of like rapid every second, in and out, and no, that will drive you crazy. Just know where your trade is. Sometimes they happen faster than others. And yeah, I'd call it flipping, not scalping. No, I don't scalp. I flip. Kent, hit me up on IG. We'll hook you up. Each trade is different. There's no amount of ticks that I go for on each trade. It's all based on structure, what I see on the structure. Yeah, each trade is different. I can't tell you the answer to that. Sometimes I'll only get one tick. Sometimes I'll get, 10 points. That's just how the market works. There's no set stop and target for me. It's all different. Every single trade is different. In the pre-market prep, you get S&P futures, my plan. So I'll give you a chart, and then I'll give you the key levels to look at, kind of like some notes, and then the scenarios that I'm going to trade off of. Those scenarios are what I look at throughout the day to keep me on the game plan. And it's just basically like, if we break this level, then get long up to here. Or if we get below this level and do this, then get short targeting this, right? So that's pretty much the scenario. It's good to have more than one scenario because you never really know what the market's going to do. You want to be prepared for all different scenarios. Yeah, look what he said. Buy the pre-market prep. It's worth it. I'm pretty sure I was the first person to buy it. I buy it 10 times over. LOL. Thank you, sir, or madame. All right, that's about it. I'm gonna hop out of here. It's been 25 minutes. Holy crap! Time flies when you're having fun, right? These things are good. Well, I'm gonna go for Money Heist. Great fucking show. I finished it all. I'm pissed. They need another season immediately. That show is great. In the beginning, kind of fucked me up because the words don't match up since it's like a Spanish show. But I don't care. It was so damn good. I kept watching. But yeah, I'll be in the chat room during Globex. We got 45 minutes. I'm gonna go for a little walk. Because it's nice and sunny out today. No rain here in Palm Beach. Bella ciao, ciao. Yeah, exactly. But you got to hear that remix that they made of that song. It's fire. But yeah, I'm going to go for a walk before Globex starts, refresh the mind, and then I'll be back at the desk around 6-ish to see what happens tonight. Should be fun. Should be fun. If we get back above that previous high, today's high, we're going to 2990s. And then that means we're going to 3000. And then that means we're going to 3100. So it's going to be a great end of the week. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I finished Ozark too. Whatever. And I got nothing to watch. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the chat or tomorrow on the review. I'll keep doing these little live streams. Seems like you guys like them. So I'll keep doing them. Peace out, guys. Take it easy and enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.